FSU calling its second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Mensah. Pucks it out of the air. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Rides to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Throwing, Mensah. Looking long. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The offense changing the play. From the gun to give, looking for room. There's a little room there. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Here's Mensah to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting in as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. From the gun, give on the inside. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Noles!
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover, and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Gives it on the option. Turning it on! He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lopez. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Berry. Here's the pressure, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Mensah. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Could be an alley. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Berry. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds a man on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for it all. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
Pulls it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the fourth down.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half.
Red 18, red 18.
Throwing, Mensah. Starts to scramble to the left. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Lets it fly. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Handoff to the single running back. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the Washington Huskies. And it's the Boilermakers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Mensah to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. He's got it down the field. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Snap it to the back. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Defense might bring the house here. Right back to the well. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Canes want to move quickly.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
42 Thunder. 42 Thunder.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Fletcher. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Bringing the heat. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Berry. Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Under fire. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Lopez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Knowles are marching down the field. Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. It's Barry. Looking down the middle. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you've got to dodge throughout a game.
Looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, not able to come away with the completion.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Mensah, pressure coming, and he never had a chance.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Rushes on him. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Breaks into the open. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Knowles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Barry. He's got the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll set up to throw. Trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to hit the afterburners. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this off.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense putting points on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. And they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the left. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Here's Mensah to throw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Got his man. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence.
Headed to the end zone. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Number 94, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The give as they work on that clock. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Seminoles have a lot of options on second and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that can score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's too bad because this guy's had an incredible day statistically, already over 100 yards rushing, but look on the scoreboard and you'd never know it. Their defense has not been able to do their part, and you just wonder if it's going to be enough handing off to this guy to get back in the game.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Got room on the return. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Makes the grab. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He might want another play. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.